Hi everyone, welcome back to Ivy's Gaming. We are on cycle 24, day 1. A drought just ended, so we're in a good position there. We have our warehouses built, we have our little agora, so our beavers are starting to prey, I guess. They have extract here, so someone will eventually redo that. This time around, we are almost ready to get this up and going so we can start planning this out for farming. Our irrigation pit did not work as planned. Still want to do some testing with that. And I think we're starting to build out bots. So that's really going to help us improve our lot in life. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. And now I'm thinking, I don't remember if it was like 3 of these for 2 constructors or what that worked out to be. But something else I was thinking about was, I know in the past we talked about having the warehouses buried, and our warehouses, like, we're technically not using all of them yet. These are all being used because these are like raw ingredients. These are all being used for food, so that's fully packed and I love that. But this one's not being used yet, so maybe it'd be good just to mess around with that, just like we did with our apartment complex. That is up and running. Oh, I just saw someone died, and it looks like, I guess they died in their house. So they died in their bed. Old age. So yeah, maybe that'll be something we'll do. Just kind of mess around while we're dealing with bots and that type of stuff. So that's where we are. Again, forestry's going really well. We didn't build this in with forest just because it's easier if we want to expand or when we're expanding. And I still really want, now that this drought's over, we need to really pump up our metal production, because the ideal situation would be to get this to where we could just bust this out. So we need to make sure we have 400 gears, 200 treated planks, which we're at 1,000 gears. We are at 500 treated planks, but we need 150 metal. So really that's our limiting factor on that. And that will close this up and we'll have nothing but fresh water coming here, which if we tap that and that's fresh water, that gives us an opportunity to potentially look at some kind of reservoir down here or something here. But again, the bots are really going to help us with terraforming in the future. So that is the plan as we kick off this new cycle. Again, the drought is over, so we're going to drop all of our floodgates. Takes a while for the water to start filling in, but you can see this one's already started flowing. So that is good news. We already unpaused this, just in case I were to have forgotten. Man, they are working away at that. I'm really thrilled about that. Do we have this as a high priority? Yes, but we are out of dynamite right now because we didn't have any bad water. Oh, 6 beavers with no jobs. That'll fix itself here in a little bit. Let's see. We only use 1 beaver there. 1 beaver there. So let's look at this while we're thinking about it. 5 planks and 1 metal. Ooh, metal. For bot chassis. 1 plank, 3 gears for arms, and then we're gonna, once this is out, we're gonna have heads. I don't know. Let's see. That's under science, I believe. For heads, we need a metal for a head. And we also have to get biofuel. So yeah, we're gonna have to start looking at biofuel creation as well. Let's talk. That's gonna be bot chassis. No. We want that across first. So we're gonna have bot limbs, bot chassis, and bot heads. So that's the thing. Can we easily get to there? Where is more metal around? This is probably the easiest place for metal. And if we're gonna be doing that, we still run the risk of some flooding. So I almost want to put in a couple levees, or we could just turn these off. So let's put in a couple scavenger flags here. High priority. High priority. They'll really get to work. They'll like, really they'll take that out. And then let's go ahead and put in a medium warehouse for them. And that's going to be a high priority, and that's going to be all scrap. And you don't use that here, so we're going to destroy that. We need a pile. That can be all scrap metal. And let's see, there's no... Is there an option when it's actually built for power? Yes. So we're going to set that to supply just like we did for that. This is scrap metal. It's set to obtain. So what they're going to do is these guys will just go back and forth, fill this up. Haulers will take it from here to our main storage. And then that's going to take it into here where we get rid of, or we take care of that and make scrap metal into metal blocks. Our power supply is friggin' amazing. These are slowly going back up. So that was pretty good. I think eventually we'll need to build another tower, but we're okay for now. We could probably even build one right next to it. That would give us an opportunity to, you know, we just tie in right across here with another platform and just build it back on up. You know, we put in a three-way there already, so we can just put a single platform here, go right across. Yeah, I know we have all this metal here, which is technically closer, but we're just not, like... You got stairs. It is underwater. We could build levees across there, and maybe that would help. Let's take a look and just see maybe what we would do. And the reason why I'm checking it out is, like, does that make sense? If we were to put levees all the way across there. Number one, it cuts off this water supply, but do we want that cut off? We do have pine trees here. They are ready for tapping. Do we need that much pine resin? I don't think we do. No, we're full on pine resin, so like we're not at a place where it's like, oh, we need this. So that could be an option for us as well. And this is almost like, this is starting to make a dent in it. We have two of them going here. Autosave. And two of them going here now as well. So we'll just set that on prioritize by haulers. I want to see them just going back and forth from here. And you know what? I'm not going to prioritize that by haulers. They can move it from here to here if they need to. There we go. And then we want haulers to move it from here to another place. While we're doing all this, I'm just going to get rid of this. Only because we are really catching up on our actual things that we want to build. and I really do not want them to accidentally build this garbage. All right, so now we have more metal coming in. We do have 2 beavers without jobs and 8 beavers coming up. So let's put in another smelter. I think that does make sense at this point in time, given what we want to build. Did they build all this? It cannot be reached. Ah. Well, that's easy to fix, and actually that's okay for now. Detonate. Because we do want to get another bot factory in and set for heads. And that sets all that up. So something I noticed, like if this is set up to where 3 of these supply 2 constructors, we almost need another place for a constructor. It's not going to be that big of a deal because we could put 1 on top of that. And we need an entrance into that anyway. That's going to be a double. Some stairs. Stairs. So that's your way in. If we decide that we need in and we need another one, we just put it on top of the other one, put in a path, some stairs, and that'll be all set. Since they aren't working right now, I am going to pause those. Yeah, I know we still have 6 beavers without jobs. That's okay. This is supposed to be obtaining water. It is empty, but they need to fill these up first. So you can see we're going to have plenty of water for the beavers. That's not a problem. The problem is really the drought and our crops dying. We are down to just those 2. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this path. A few more pieces of dynamite to put in there. Did we make those high priority? I think we just made them like medium high, but now they're high priority. This one is ready to go. Destroy those stairs. Now we need 1 more dynamite in here. And we're gonna make that a high priority as well. Make sure, yeah, that's 1. And then clean up. We're straightening out this path. Every little bit helps. How are these boys doing? Oh, they're doing amazing. That's gonna be great. Haven't gotten this yet. It's okay. Okay, so we were talking about the warehouses and what we can do. You can already see we do have some stuff in here. That's okay. They'll clean this up like super fast. So let's pause this. I don't think we need to pause it while we demolish these buildings. Yeah. All right, and I think, yeah, we have some paths here. All right. They're not gonna have a place to store this. All right, now that we're at this part, now let's talk about what we need to do. We have to actually close my Snagit. Open editor. Do I not have a screenshot of that? Oh yeah, here we go. So the way this works is we need, let's go down to 1. They also changed how the warehouses look. I'm gonna put this up, that way they just can't reach it. So we know we need 2 3x3 squares, right? And we're putting it completely underground. We need 3x3, 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 3x3. So, no, we did the wrong one for that. Let's get rid of those. Get rid of those. I clicked on the wrong dynamite. 2 deep. So 3x3, 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 3x3. Now what we need is to take that out. Put in 2x2 here, or two deep dynamite here. 2 deep, 2 deep, 2 deep, 2 deep, 2 deep, 2 deep. And then, right? No. All right. This one we don't need. This one we don't need. Two deep here, 2 deep here. That stays. Put in a single here and a single here. They'll never pick all this up because it's like millions of like paper and gears and all that stuff. But so let's let them get to that. They'll have to take some paths around. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. I guess the one thing is we don't have a whole lot of dynamite ready to go. Oh, and they can't build dynamite because we don't have the road in. What? What do you mean you don't have a path? Oh, I never put a path up top. I missed that for so long. Oh my god. Who knows how long? Well, we know how long it was since I built that several episodes ago. Alright. Well, that'll help them. Man. There's been a lot of going around when they didn't necessarily have to. Well, that's fine. Detonate that. Delete this. Put in this path. And get rid of this one. Gotcha. I wonder how many of you are just like screaming at the at me the whole time that I was missing that. but they do have this done, so let's go ahead and detonate that. That's gonna be fun. Boom. Delete that. And high priority cleanup. Okay, so look at all this luscious green land. So we can talk about a couple efficient farmhouses. Oh, look at this. Like, we put one right there. Like, that's pretty good. Not necessarily where I wanted it. Just happened to accidentally click the button. But yeah, look at that. Like, they can actually farm where there's trees. I think maybe just putting in a couple right here. I think we put one there. One there. That takes a lot of that. Maybe we'll even look at getting this done. So I'm going to just go ahead and get this prepped for dynamite as well. And what we'll do with this one is we'll leave this one not important, but still wanting to get it done. And then we'll do, yeah, too high here. May as well put those in. Maybe they can get to them. We're gonna swap this one out. And what we'll do is we'll put a single here. So then when we blow this up, it'll still have a path. And then we just put another single. Okay. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. That in, just go kind of straight across there. And we might need to thinking about how far can they actually reach. We'll do straight lines as much as possible. And then put in a path here. Path here. And I should have done 2 more. It's fine. Fill that path in. Now they can get up there. So when they get to it, they get to it. I don't like that gap. There's no need to have that gap. Although, if we do a medium warehouse and another medium warehouse, we can put a gap in there, put some stairs, and it'll just be like a little hidey hut for those. Let's do that. That seems like it'd be something that's interesting. So we do 6, 6, and 2. That gives us stairs and a path. We can still have this, you know, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do another set of stairs so they could come out and go that way if they wanted to. Those I want high priority. I think that'd be interesting. Underground storage. How we doing over here, boys? We're getting there. We're getting there. We don't need this anymore. Yeah, that looks really good. You know, we could put a path right through here, come in here, and that's where we get into those. Oh, here's the thing. here's something too. Beavers can go in the water. So we don't need to put this across here. I often have seen people forget that. So we need a place for a pile. Yes. And we need a place above water for their flags. So let's see. Pile. And this doesn't have to be stored on the ground either. Alright, alright. This is going to be easier to get to than we thought. We're going to uproot. We're going to uproot these. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a path in. And that path's going to go to here. We're going to put platforms in. And we're going to have that straight to right about there. Let's see. Then our piles is only a 3x3, right? So we put in 3x3 platform. Space for 2 lumberjack flags. We don't need this one. Or not lumberjack flags. Yeah. And then we put in some stairs right like that. Don't need this one either. So what that'll look like is pile, path, path, path. Scrap metal. Supply. So there we go. That's easier. Beavers can work underwater. Obviously. Yeah. That'll be good. Alright. Like we suddenly have a lot of metal coming in. That's going to be amazing. Do they have this built yet? They do. We still have 3 beavers with no jobs. Hauling platform will be good in the future. Or a hauler's hut, I should say. And then, you know, maybe we'll put another one on this side. And while we're doing this, just because we're already like, we should just connect that. It may make it a little bit easier. Now that we've done that. Dang. So many reconsiderations as we're doing this, right? No. Let's put the path back in. That one's in. That one's in. That one's in. There we go. Alright, so still using that same spot. We still want single layer dynamite. 2x3, 2x3, and those. Let's double check this for where we want our farmhouse. Now I just have to move those again. Frustrating. Alright, efficient farmhouse. Yeah, there. There. So if it's on that side, it gets to that spot. We're going to have a little bit more water once we take that top top plateau out, so this will probably be okay. And eventually, if we have clean water through here and not nasty water, we might fill this up. Maybe not. Maybe not. We could always put in some we could take these out, put in some levees in here, and that just, you know, fills that in just a little bit more. It is too deep compared to the other areas, but we're still pushing water through, so you know, maybe just another dam here, a single dam, and then a floodgate over here somewhere or something like that. So what does that give us? Yeah, I think we just do it on either side of this rubble. And that should be fine. I mean, that single spot there that's being missed, this little peninsula here, I don't know that that's worth the hassle. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That's dynamite. 2, 2, 3. There we go. Get to it. Okay, I'll check back in over here. Oh my goodness. All this is done. Detonate. Well, there we go. Cool. All right, so now large warehouse. Large warehouse. Flip it around. Large warehouse. Large warehouse. We want steps. That could have just been a single on both of those spots. We cannot put dirt back in, so we are putting platforms back in. I know, it's a shame, but... Actually, how are we getting down from that? All right, so we're gonna have to refigure this. So we go there, and we go there. So those are 2 ways down. These are all connected, so boom, boom, put in the eye just like we had before. I'm gonna pause for a second. I think I might have screwed the pooch a little bit on that. Maybe not. Well, we go up, up. Okay. Yeah, I think I did not need to take these out. So that spot and that spot. I'm gonna leave that out for now while I think about this. Alright, so that's going down. Double platform. Double platform. Stairs, stairs. Yeah, so the original plan for this was when they had the 3x3 storage for the medium warehouse was 3x3, but it was single story. The large warehouse was 3x3 like this. So it was like you'd stack a warehouse and then have another warehouse. So changing them has changed kind of how you do a lot of that. But now we have this in, and realistically, it's almost a little bit easier because we put in this, put in this, put in this. The only thing that I messed up on was I didn't need to remove this. So if we're doing terraforming in the future, I may just go, that's fine. And then we put in another large warehouse here and here. Spin it, spin it. And now that's all we needed. So really it's a 3x3, 3x3. So 3x6, 3x6, and then a 3x4 in the center. With a little bit of dirt for the step. Put that in, put that in, put this in. And there we go. So now we have the same amount of storage, just not in a high-rise situation. These, I believe we want it set to, I think they're obtained. Is that right? No, they're set to supply. Supply, 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 supply. Go over on this side. And we're back to turn that back on. There's no sense in being paused. Supply, supply, supply. And then we want to talk about what we want in here. We're doing all of this type of stuff, right? So we're gonna do on the bottom level, we'll do things that we don't need as much or don't expect to use as much. We're gonna do body, limb, heads. We don't have punch cards. We're not going to deal with those right now. I'll put dynamite underground. And then this is going to be gears, paper, pine resin. What's left? Books. Okay. And then make these all a priority. Right. So what'll happen is they'll build all this pretty quick. Put everything back in place. And then that'll be that. So I kind of like that. Like it's not higher than the trees now. So you can see the difference that it makes. I don't know. We might do it to this one too, just to lower that. I may even do it to this food one. Oh, drops everything down another 2. We were still looking for a place to put our dance hall. You know, maybe the dance hall makes more sense on that. Okay. I like it. I like it buried. I think that was something that was a long time coming. We needed it done. We are down to 1 beaver without a job. That's not bad. 2 baby beavers or 9 baby beavers and 2 empty beds. Here we go. Scrap metal. Like we are so getting there. And then how much do we have in here? 39. I hope we get a drought next. It's gonna make it so much nicer to do this. If we don't have a drought, what we'll end up doing is probably putting in some levees for them to work off of. And then they can just dump it on top. That might keep them safe. The good thing is they can drop down 1. So I might even like stack up 2 levees or stack up a bunch of levees and just come from this way. That might make more sense. Okay. So they've actually done this as well. So let's put those warehouses in. Flip it around. There we go. Put in a single path right here. Stairs, stairs. And make that high priority. Now we'll put in our 2 farmhouses. There we go. And we'll make those high priority as well. We had another one die, so we have every beaver working. And there we go. So yeah, they're getting to it. So again, you can see I didn't need to take those 2 diagonals out. It's really just you just need to put in here. And there you go. You know, really I probably didn't need to take this down all the way either. Could have had that one up and that one up. No, we did need that out. We're going downstairs there. Cool. All right, we have the straighter path here. Some happy beavers. Put those stairs in, they'll like that. Nice. All right, check our supplies. We are still low on water. They are working away. This is why we need maybe another pump, or at least beaver bots, so that we can start doing that. Going back to beaver bots, we need biofuel. And that is under the refinery. So we have one making... We don't have any refinery. We had talked about that we would need one, but we didn't do one. Okay. Well, the good thing is, like, they are relatively small. So a refinery will nestle right in here. And if we need another one, we can nestle one right there too. Or we could put one on top. So I think I'm gonna put it right here for now. I think this makes the most sense. And then we do need storage. And I think we're gonna do a large tank for that as well. And you can see how lowering this here would look a little bit better. I'm still giving that some consideration. But we don't do anything offline here, so that's what we have. Let's go ahead and schedule this for biofuel so we don't forget. And we're gonna go ahead and take this one and say we want potatoes. That is what we are going to be producing down here. Do we have potatoes here? I think we should. Yeah, we have a lot of potatoes here, so they can take them from there. That would be fine. Like, that's really, really close. And in fact, we could make it even easier for the worker that ends up coming in here. Because now he doesn't have to go all the way around. He doesn't have to go all the way around here. He can just go right up here. So this actually worked out in our favor. We will need a warehouse to store some potatoes in, but it's just going to be supplying. That's actually why we have these underneath. So we can have one with potatoes, and that is supply. And we're going to do the other one with carrots. Carrots, and that's going to supply. So what they'll be doing is working on that. That'll allow us to free this one up a little bit. What is this cover? That covers most of that area. That gives us an opportunity to like change this whole thing up and do something completely different. Oh, they did finally get these out of the way. So we can put in some well-being, another contemplation spot here, another one there. Like, these are just able to use up all those little nooks and crannies. Bad tide approaching. That's okay. We did come up with a plan to cap this when we have enough material for that. And once again, we need 150 metal. Prioritize Bahar. Oh, you were just coming back to work. Okay. That's good. One beaver still without a job. That is okay. Let's check our jobs and just make sure that we have everybody full for what we need. We have the part factory. Those are on pause. That's okay. Farmhouses. These haven't been built yet. I don't know that I want those prioritized for that. Fluid dump pause. That forester's pause. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think we had anything that was like really knocked down at all. Maybe it would be helpful to have another builder's hut and start working on that. Where would make the most sense? You know, we're really going to do a lot of building in this area as well. So let's see. Builder's hut. Kind of small-ish. I don't really want to put it here because I plan on using all of that farmland. Down in the hole doesn't make sense either. That might be a good spot. Yeah, with having 4 beavers with no clue of what to work on. I mean, we're going to put in a couple here, have a couple here, but, you know, they're working on it. Are we short on anything? No, we have a crap ton of plank. We have a crap ton of logs. You can see our food supplies rebounded. I don't know if you remember, we were going through where like we were always out of maple pastries and stuff. Really, once they get their full, then they just start topping off. So once you start making them, it takes a while before they eat all of them. They get their fill, and then they just start topping off on other things. So we're really good on that. You can see our wheat flour has rebounded. Our cattail roots have rebounded. Our cattail flowers rebounded. So like they really had to work through all that. Even chestnuts are starting to make a comeback, and we're not doing a whole lot with chestnuts. We don't even have that many that we're gathering. We're gathering from here, and we're gathering from here, and let me see. We can prioritize that from haulers, and that from haulers. That's a lumberjack flag. Let's not do that. Gatherer. That's a lumberjack flag, lumberjack flag, lumberjack flag. Here it is. One little one. So you can see he has chestnuts. This is dandelions. It would probably be helpful if we put in storage for chestnuts. What do we have here? Spatterdock. potatoes. Can't get in there. So chestnuts. So they have them. And he's making grilled chestnuts. So because that, well, what do we have over here? Yeah, chestnuts. All right, so what is it set to? That's set to just... Let's set that to obtain. And that is set to supply. So yeah, I think if we prioritize that by haulers, like this is one thing we haven't done was, you know, if these are prioritized, they'll just move stuff around like crazy. Double check those. Oh. So you're not working. Why? You're full of chestnuts. That's what you should be. You're full of grilled chestnuts. Why are you not? Oh. So maybe chestnuts are still catching up. Yeah, we have grilled chestnuts. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, see if that comes up. Same with maple syrup. We only have this, that's set to supply, and this is set to obtain. So it's one of those things where if you start like really prioritizing things by haulers, things will get done and things will get moved around. And now you see our babies have grown up, so we're starting to yeah, we need more builders. I'm seeing things that are stalled, and maybe because our haulers are now over prioritized. I have a lot of, maybe they are just really busy. This is where I wish there was a better way to see what they were doing. I'm on this hauling post, so I can see the ones that are... Alright, so they are prioritizing that. Prioritizing this stuff. Yeah, I wonder if this is me being overzealous with my prioritized by hauler. Set to obtain, yeah, so scrap metal. Yeah, well, I mean, we are still doing these warehouses, so they're still building that. Yeah, maybe we'll get another builder's hut and another hauler's hut. We may be overworking them. Let's see where our priorities are. A lot of logs that we need for that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've just over prioritized what the haulers are doing, and that's slowing some other things down. Do we have a hauler over here? No, we don't. I mean, look at that. That's a perfect spot for a hauler's post. So yeah, I think we need to get some of these things built, and then we'll see if we need more beavers. We probably will. I don't know how many more. Yeah, even we definitely need more builders. They haven't even gotten to this stuff yet. Build that up. And boom. All right. So that is as much water as we possibly get. I'm going to pause these. And I can't pause that, but I can definitely turn that off. Oh, forgot I had to open this. All right, let's see what happens. We haven't really seen this since we made this adjustment. So, turned off prioritize by hauler. Ooh. I'm kind of scared. Turned off. Turned off. Okay, so they had to come and get all the scrap metal out of here because I paused that. I just want to watch this for a little bit. We did a lot of adjustment. We did some dynamiting. We added in 2 more floodgates. So instead of just being like 2, we like really brought that down. And I was always worried that this would still flood. And really, if it does happen to flood, we will just break this road and keep them out of this area. Oh yeah. Yeah, that path is definitely underwater. All right, we're gonna destroy that path. We don't want anybody coming in here. So if you recall, we were talking about this area and potentially having like a pump here, but you can see like this water just is not flowing fast enough through here. Oh, you know, someone suggested we could put in water wheels in some of these areas. You know, this would be a perfect way. Put in a few water wheels through this, maybe even dynamite this out just a little bit, especially here. You know, we could put water wheel in here and then transfer our power across. So that would keep us, you know, with power, I guess, I'll say year round. We do have unconnected building. I want to see where is that one. Okay, that's fine. I saw where a beaver lacked, or a building lacked power. I wasn't sure which one it was. It may not tell us right now because no beavers are working. Oh, and we also want to make sure we pause this. We do not need to pump water. I don't think bad water lasts as long as a drought right now. Now we have 13 beavers without jobs, partly because of what I've turned off. So, what's going on with you? You're not prioritizing anything, but you're not collecting maple syrup. So I wonder if I need another tapper shed. So if that's the case, probably either need to move this forester or put another one in. So let's talk about what that would mean for us. We want to get all the blueberries. I don't know that even those blueberries are worth it. But could definitely put in some more trees here. What are we looking on maple syrup? We are super low. Is that the only place we're getting maple syrup? Is the next question. That is a chestnut tree. That is a maple tree. I think that's it. So if that's the only place we're getting maple trees, maybe that's our problem, because it takes 12 days to get 3 maple. And if they get 1, it's not like they can continue to do it. They have to do just a little bit. Like you can see this tree here, 33% of getting. Yeah, they're only 27%. We need more maple trees. That's all it is to it. We've been focusing so much on wood, and we thought that that would be enough resin and maple. We just need more maple trees. So maybe we just split this area. Tapper shack. Well, they don't even get all of that. Think. We've been doing nothing but wood and lumber everywhere. So we have a lot more wood in places. I think we should just stop cutting these. We just stop cutting all of those. And then we end up with a bunch more chestnuts. A bunch more maple. And that takes care of it. He doesn't have anything to do. So now we could get rid of that. And this gatherer, he could start gathering chestnuts. And maybe we just put in another gatherer flag to get the remaining chestnut. And look, there we go. Now he's putting these trees in because they're not marked for cutting. They died. They're finally getting to cutting these. All right. So that's going to give this tapper a ton of work. And that may be more work than he can handle. If it is, we can take these 2 trees out and put another tapper shack in here. And that would be totally fine. Suddenly all our beavers have jobs, and that is because we have another hauler's post put in, we have another builder's hut put in, and we have all this down here, which I clicked on. Oh, I totally did not realize that. Well, I mean, that's like literally the entire map. I was about to say I had no clue that they had a range. Alright, so if we're gonna do this, I think this entire tract up here should be potatoes. From here over should be carrots. So let's put those in. We're gonna plant crops. We're gonna do carrots, carrots, carrots. And then this entire side carrots. And this carrots. The rest of this, potatoes. Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. This is potato central. So now you can see they are going to work. We should have all of these set for, yeah, full. That gives us this opportunity to potentially get rid of at least you know, we can put in a couple campfires here. So we're gonna get rid of all of that. We don't need any of that planet. So that's, these potatoes are for grilling. Definitely for grilling. Carrots you don't need to do anything with. So, you know, they're take these carrots that they're putting in. They'll all go up here. Is that about equal? We can always make an adjustment for that. That does get that whole area. How are we on wood? Like, we are so good on wood. Our logs are just filling it up. Are we still not getting down here? Why have you not planted these? All those died. What if I turn that off? I don't know if like they'll replant dead trees not marked for cutting. These are marked for cutting, but they all died. Mostly because they're poisoned. So yeah, this is, as long as we have this running, this is not going to be a helpful place for trees or crops or anything. Maybe we just put in a few more carrots over here. Maybe we unmark these for trees. Just a few more carrots. I don't know. I don't know if that's even worth that hassle. Yeah, these are completely packed in. Maybe we do something else after we get these, this plateau dynamited. We'll see. We may even find a different place to farm. I'm still considering burying this one too. I mean, look at them moving all that stuff around. They are packing this warehouse back full. They're just grabbing everything, shoving it in. Huh. No storage space available for planks or pine resin. Yeah, it's planks. Paper, pine resin. Yeah, pine resin's full. Okay. Well, they'll use it. They'll get it cleaned up at some point. I'm really surprised pine resin doesn't go into, like, this. But now we have our haulers back. How are we looking on working beavers? Man, we are good to go. I'm looking forward to seeing that. kind of want to bury these. Man, I really have to give that thought. Alright. This looks like this is okay. We'll put one beaver back to work. We'll put this road back in. Clean up after myself. Don't like that. We do have one beaver baby growing up, so maybe we'll just unpause that, and that'll be full employment. So the question is, would that should yeah. This should take from one of these hauling posts or builders' huts. No, I don't think it should have pulled from that. No, these are high priority. Not the fluid dump. Oh, I forgot I can bump these up. And those are all the same. Let's see, where's our builder? Builders' huts, they're maxed out. Yeah, I don't know where our... I'm like, where'd I put all the hauling posts? Oh, we put one in here, right? Yeah. So there's 6. 2, 4, 6. Alright, cool. Yeah. We have everybody where they need to be. And now, starting to get some tree sap in here. Chestnuts. These will have to grow for a bit before they catch up, but yeah, we'll start getting some maple syrup in here now. Chestnuts and syrup. Can he reach? No. That's really a shame. Like, that's a very, very small area. I put forester here. That's still, like... Is it only because there's not a road in here, I guess? Like, how does that cover less than here? I don't know. It's only one forester. It's literally one beaver. We'll do that. We'll put a forester in here. It's easy enough to put a tapper shed on this side. Yeah, that covers that whole area, at least. Now we have 8 jobs that aren't accounted for. And that should be all those 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. One's growing up. We don't have any more beds, so like we're gonna be right at the limit. We could turn on one of these huts. That's gonna give us 9. We only have 7. But we do still have these 2 that need to be turned on. So think that'll be okay. Let's turn on this triple lodge. And now we have 9 beds with 9 open jobs. And then we'll have 1 extra beaver. That's okay. Because we're going to put a forester in here. Which this technically, if we trash the lantern, that now gives us space for another campfire. We're gonna pause the building of that because we can put in some decoration. Then a couple beaver statues back here. Put in one there. Put in a lantern here. And another lantern here. And that'll just help all of them when they're in here. And then we'll make those all high priority. So now they get a scarecrow. Everybody in here gets a scarecrow. Yeah, that's really going to help with their happiness. Now we actually have a spot for something else up here. Do we need another campfire? Let's check their well-being. Oh, we have some with broken teeth, and we never put that back in. Where is a good spot? You know, really close to home, maybe there. We'll put one there and one there. We'll make those high priority. It just needs logs. I can really get to that. All right. Yeah, I'm really happy that that's turned out okay. Still flooding on that, so I definitely won't want beavers crossing this at any point. We're just gonna cut that out for now, just in case. You know, who knows? They may like see a blueberry over here and be like, "Oh yeah, I need to go get it." Who knows? You know, they decided that the perfect time to clean up all this was during a bad tide as well. Oh, that's interesting. I never noticed that that goes far enough back. Oh, that's the question. Do we want to lower that down? You know, we lower that down, and then we can stack this one on top of it. It won't be that. It'll just be one. We still have, oh, we still have this pause, so that's another 3 beavers, so we won't have beavers out of work. These can't do anything, wind isn't blowing, we haven't quite hooked anything up from here to there. How did we drop down levels? Don't know. We are losing power, but it's nighttime. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's time to start looking at ways, you know, we expand this a little bit. Hook this up, power supply. Terraforming is something that we need soon. We could get power up here. That may be worth looking into. So, last thing I'm gonna do since the bad tide ended put that in. We're going to prep this not necessarily for terraforming, but I'd like to get those logs. Bots are almost ready to go. We're going to go ahead and pause the bot factory and pause the bot assembler. That's going to give us a few more beavers working, one out of work. This is our next priority, biofuel and biofuel storage. How are we on metal? Like, we've been using a lot of metal for different things, things like this water tower and getting this all done. So our next priority is getting this capped off. Yeah, that's just gross. It'll also get rid of this beaver. It puts a lot of beavers to work. You need 10 beavers working on it, so that's our next thing. Doesn't need power, right? No. Just every hour you get 40 bad water. Right now it's every hour you get 3 bad water. I don't know that that's, you know, it's only taking 1 beaver versus 10, so, you know, is that a good trade-off? Maybe. I mean, we have the storage, we have the food, we have the space, so yeah, that's where we'll be going next episode. So I hope you liked what you saw. Trying to get these shorter and not pause as much, but I think about an hour and a half is what we're looking per cycle. I guess I could start putting it on 3-speed. That may help. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. But thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next one. Thanks, everybody.